It was a place where a man could start over, where a fortune could be made. They say every town has a story. Tombstone has a legend.
Who is he?
That's Wyatt Earp. Made a name for himself as a peace officer.
I heard of you.
I'm retired.
You must be Doc Holliday. Are you retired too?
Not me. I'm in my prime.
Hollywood Pictures presents
The only real law around here is the cowboys.
the story of Wyatt Earp.
The first time in our lives we got a chance to stop wandering and finally be a family. Now this is trouble we don't need.
If we're gonna have a future in this town, it's gotta have some law.
Justice is coming to Tombstone.
So that was the preview for Tombstone, which was a film that came out in 1993. I'm going to do a little bit of a review on it. And the reason I chose to do Tombstone for my review is that it's my favorite movie. And I would like to, share it with you guys. Because since it is older, you're probably not going to see it on Netflix and pick it. But it is on Netflix, and you should choose it because it is pretty awesome. It's just I've never watched another Western from beginning to end because I always get too bored. But this one I've seen 10 times by my own choice. So I think most people would enjoy Tombstone. I think it has something for everyone. And I think Kurt Russell and Val Kilmer do exceptionally well in this movie. And I think you guys should check it out. Alright, so Tombstone is set in the 1880s. It is based in Tombstone, Arizona. And it deals with the people and events that took place around the shootout at the OK Corral. Most of us have heard about the shootout at the OK Corral, but it doesn't really matter if you have or you haven't, because it's just a basic cowboys versus the law situation. Bad guys are the cowboys, good guys are Wyatt Earp, his brothers, and Doc Holliday. Wyatt Earp has been a lawman all his life. He's ready to get out of that and settle down with his family and start investing in businesses to make money. Doc Holliday is a tuberculosis-stricken dentist who's moving west, hoping that the drier air might be better for him. So, they're all just in Tombstone at one time, and one thing leads to another, and tensions rise, and we have the shootout at the OK Corral, and events after that are similar, and it's just a basic good versus evil thing, which is pretty normal in westerns. But there are two subplots in Tombstone that really make it special. One being the relationship between Wyatt Earp and his wife. She's addicted to laudanum, which is a really bad drug, and he ends up finding comfort in another woman, and the film explores that and the morals of that. And I think that's really, really important, because often westerns wouldn't do that. They wouldn't get into the real deep emotional stuff that probably existed during the time periods they're talking about. So I think that's really cool. And more importantly, I think the subplot of Wyatt Earp's growth, or his change in attitude towards the situation, is really fascinating. Wyatt, obviously, he doesn't want to get involved in this because he just retired from a life of, shooting people, locking people up in the name of the law, and he doesn't want to have to do that again. But slowly, with his friends and because of his friends, he gets pulled into it, and seeing someone go from, reluctant to do anything to on the front line is just cool. It's cool to see that change, and it's cool that we're shown all the steps of that change, I think.
Wyatt Earp, huh?
Heard of you.
Listen now, Mr. Kansas law dog. Law don't go around here. Savvy?
I'm retired.
Good. That's real good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's real good, law dog, 'cause law just don't go around here.
Yeah, I heard you the first time. Winner to the king, 500.
You see that? It says United States Marshal.
Wyatt, please don't kill me, please.
Take a good look at him, Mike, because that's how you're gonna end up. The Cowboys are finished, you understand me? I see a red sash, I kill a man wearing it. So run, you cur. Run! Tell all the other curs the law's coming! You tell them I'm coming! And hell's coming with me, you hear? Hell's coming with me!
So, in those two scenes, one taken from the beginning and the second one taken from near the end, you see the change in Wyatt Earp. And, you know, those two subplots I was talking about, they deal with Wyatt. But there's one more aspect of this movie that just makes it my favorite. And I don't think without this part, I don't think I would love this movie as much as I do. And that part's Doc Holliday. He's the coolest character ever. He has tuberculosis, so he's dying, and it's very visible on his face. He's very pale. He's coughing up blood. But every night he's drinking until he's belligerent. But he outwits everyone while he's inebriated. He's always gambling and humiliating people. And my favorite thing about him is he's terrifying with a gun, but he humiliates people so badly with his words, and he's just so confident in himself that, like, I don't know, he's one of those types of guys that you want to be like, besides the besides the alcoholism and the being married to like a brothel owner. Besides that stuff, he's really cool. And there's so many quotes and like he speaks Latin, and he's everything about him's awesome. Like, I can't even really talk about it, so I'll just show you.
What do you want, Ringo?
I want your blood. And I want your souls. And I want them both right now.
I don't want any more trouble.
Well, you got trouble! And it starts with you.
I'm not gonna fight you, Ringo. There's no money in it. Sober up. Come on, boys.
Wretched slugs. Don't any of you have the guts to play for blood?
I'm your huckleberry. That's just my game.
All right, Lunger. You go to hell. I'll put you out of your misery.
Say wham.
Johnny, don't! No, Johnny, whoa, 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 whoa. Get off! Get off!
Don't mind him. He just drunk, that's all.
Who the hell, Johnny? No! I want them spitting blood! Easy, son, easy. Now,
Alright, so there's Doc Holliday just being really cool. There's so many instances of him saying awesome stuff, doing cool stuff throughout the movie, and I wish I could show you more, but it's either too inappropriate to show in class, or I don't have enough time for this video. But I suggest you look at the movie for yourself, because it's worth it just to see Doc Holliday. So yeah, those subplots and Val Kilmer's performance are the main highlights of this movie for me. I couldn't really find a negative myself. I've heard others say that it's hard to keep up with the different characters because a lot come in and out of the story. I think that's kind of lazy on their part. If you come into it, you know, ready to watch the movie, focused on it, not just watching it in the background, I don't think it should be any trouble for anyone. But then again, I may be biased because I've seen it 10 times. But I still think it's great. I think, you know, it's the most unique Western ever made. I think Val's performance is... Doc Holliday in this movie is the type of person I would like to be in a lot of situations. Just so cool. And I really, really enjoy this movie. So I hope you guys like the review. I hope you check it out. And I hope you like it. So thanks.